This project started as a year-long project at the D School.
First thing we started doing is just going on trying to figure out what kinds of people around the Bay Area we can help and how we can help them. And there were lots of Post-its involved, and there were some more Post-its involved. And we decided that we want to do something in the space of education. We want to bring hands-on education back to elementary schools and middle schools. The opportunities to tinker are going away, and we wanted to do something about that.
We decided that it would be a really great idea to bring the tools, technology, expertise, and the space to do fun hands-on workshops at schools, so they had no excuse to not run fun hands-on workshops. So we thought that the cool way to do that might be to get a truck, but of course, being poor students, we had no money to get a truck and had no idea how to get one, so we decided to ask people for help. So we launched a Kickstarter campaign, and we had 426 people think that this was a good idea, and we have pretty big families, but they're not that big, so we were very encouraged, and because of their support, we were able to get a truck.
We also had Autodesk think it was a good idea, so Don, thank you for Kickstarter only provided some of the funding we were able to get, and Autodesk provided a lot of the other ones, so thank you.
But here's our truck. We made ourselves a little truck cake in celebration of getting the truck. But this is what the truck looked like when we got it.
Now the truck looks something like this.
After we got the truck sort of outfitted and stuff, we started driving around to different schools in the Bay Area to see what this would look like and see how things went. So this is us running a hands-on workshop with a class in the South Bay near San Jose. We weren't really sure how it went, but then we started getting cards like this. And, you know, that was really awesome. And then we got these. This really encouraged us and made us feel like what we were doing was a good thing to be doing, and instead of stopping the project at the end of the school year, which was the original plan, because this was a class project, we decided that, hey, we have a truck, we have people that think that what we're doing is great, and we should just continue it on. So that's sort of when the idea for the road trip got born, and we've been traveling since June 26th, about 13,000 miles. Our workshop starts out with the process of brainstorming. So this is a bunch of students making lists of animals that live on land and animals that live in water. And we want them to go broad and go wide and have really, really long lists, so we give them a little encouragement.
Well, then we start prototyping, right? After you got a lot of ideas for what you want to build, we get a whole bunch of craft supplies out there, get a little motor, a little battery, and they start building a little robot creature. And through a lot of trials and tribulations, eventually, 45 minutes later, we have these creatures that run around the tables and buzz and race and fight and dance. And the kids have a blast. I think this is a whale pigeon. Half whale, half pigeon.
So what we're trying to do with this particular workshop, which we run with a younger audience, is we try to show them the value of prototyping, the value of trying things, even though you're not going to get it perfectly the first time, and that if you continue prototyping, continue iterating, you can tackle problems that seem hard to define at first. One of the greatest parts about this project is we really have to practice what we preach along the way, because as today is even a great example of this, we oftentimes don't really know exactly how things are going to go, what we're going to be, what challenges we're going to face, and we just have to sort of be confident in our ability to prototype our way through different situations. So a really great example of that was our very first workshop. This is a library in suburban Boise, Idaho, and we had emailed him about 24 hours before we were going to arrive, asking him if that would be a good time for us to come run a workshop, and we thought he would say that, no, yeah, I think we're gonna have to take a pass on it now. That's a little too short notice. But he said, no, great, come on over. So we were like, all right, we're gonna call your bluff. We're gonna show up and we'll see what we find. And we found this. And we said, okay, great, you made us a sign. There's gonna be 3 kids. And incredibly enough, he had somehow, I think there's a thing called Twitter and Facebook. He must have used those. And he got 44 kids to come out, and I think there are 4 or 5 families that had never been to this particular library before, and they came out just to take part in this workshop. This is still our very biggest workshop to date, and for our first workshop on the road, we didn't really know what was going to happen, and this is still probably one of our favorite workshops that we've ever had the pleasure to take part in. But besides libraries, we've also been to lots of other places. We see places like this quite a lot.
This is one of our favorite locations, a frequent visit.
The truck is very aerodynamic shape, lots of very aerodynamic, and also it's great with side winds. But we also fuel ourselves, and we have really fun conversations at places like this. But we also like to, visit both animals as well as people. So we've been to a zoo, but I think overall,
I think the pandas were really excited to see us. They were like,
so it's been a really great adventure for us. We've been to lots of really fun places. This is us in Aspen. We also want to try to reach out to more younger people like you all, because we think that this project has been such a great experience for us and a great experience for us to figure out how we might be able to have a little bit of impact in the world. And we're now sort of looking for options of how we can take this project through past this summer. And what we're thinking of now is we're trying to have it so that other future recent college graduates can, hop on the truck, make it sort of their own project, and keep on driving around and visiting all the 244 schools that have contacted us that we can't visit this summer.
so if you think you might be interested in driving a truck across the country next summer, come see us outside and we'll talk. Anyway, thanks so much, guys, and we'll see you by the truck later.